It is now time for comment of the video. This comment comes from Mia, and Mia says 3 prunes every day or every other day work for me, and I don't dump. I can eat small beef ribs, but salads don't agree with me. I've lost 70 pounds in 7 months. My goal is another 35 pounds. My weight slowed down to about a pound a week. I feel so much better. The best thing I've ever done. I have so much energy. I agree, Mia. Me having the surgery was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life for me. I would do it again every day and twice on Sunday. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you are wanting to have your comment featured as comment of the video, just make sure to comment down below, and you never know, you'll be randomly selected. See you later. Bye. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Kelsi. I'm here for you guys every Sunday and Wednesday, sometimes less, sometimes more, to talk about my VHG journey and other things. It's my hope that through these videos you're able to find the answers to questions you've been looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that much easier. Excuse my dude. It is protein treatment day, so I've just got these, really tacky looking buns put up in my hair. I am in my wonderful floral bathrobe, feeling like a wonderful princess in here. So if you don't mind looking at all this glory, you guys can join me here for this video. Today we're going to be talking about 16 ways to get back on track after your weight loss surgery. I decided to do this topic because I am a year and 1 month out as of today. And I have kind of stalled out, you guys. I have hit, I think, at my lowest 216 pounds, and I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between 216 and 220, 216 and 220, and it's all my fault. I'm eating things that I'm not supposed to eat. I'm eating more frequently. It is just things that there's things that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing, and it's just because my hunger has kicked up a notch. My hunger has stepped up a notch, and so I find myself wanting to eat more than I have ever since I had my surgery. So I'm really going to be working on getting back on track and resetting my weight loss so that I can get to my goal, 20 pounds, and I want to be at least 199 pounds. If I can hit 199 pounds, I will be fine. I had to meet my goal. I want to meet my goal. I didn't have a specific time frame to meet this goal. But I just want to, I owe it to myself. I want to give it to myself. So I wrote down these ways to get back on track. I've been thinking about some ways how I can get myself back to where I need to be. And I wanted to share those with you guys just in case you are struggling, if you've hit a stall, or if you just want to get back on track after your weight loss surgery. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Clearly I need to. Anyways, we're going to get into the video. I'm not going to keep you guys here long. 16 items typically takes a lot of talking and a lot of time. I know we're going to be here for a while, so let's not prolong it, shall we? Number 1, let's go back to the square golden rule, the golden goose egg of weight loss surgery. Eat your protein first. Eat your lean protein first. By doing that, the protein will stay in your pouch longer and you will feel hungry less quick. So eat your protein first so that it stays in your pouch and you don't feel as hungry as quick. Got it? Good. Remember the foods that you should avoid and always eat them in moderation. Avoid processed foods, foods with added sugar, junk food, fast food, fried food. Eat those things in moderation. If not, if you can avoid them totally, don't eat them at all. I'm all for it. And I need to get back to that because, every now and then I'll get a little bit of fried something, or I'll eat, things that I'm not supposed to be eating. And I just don't want to really open that door wide the hell open. And I'm just going to be out here and be 333 pounds again. And I'll have nobody but to blame. I have nobody but myself to blame, I just don't want to put myself in that position again by opening that door. So it's my suggestion for you to just avoid them altogether. The foods that we just discussed are called complex carbohydrates. And there are going to be some things that you may think are kind of healthy that you need to avoid as well. Quinoa, oatmeal, whole grain bread or pasta, potatoes, lentils, beans, and peas are complex carbohydrates and should be eaten in moderation. Crazy, huh? So just remember, stay away from those things. Eat them in moderation or not at all. Number 3, be aware of your calorie intake when it comes to liquids. I think that it's really easy for us to overlook the calories that we're getting in liquid. At least it is for me. I am definitely a coffee drinker. I love a good iced coffee. You really have to be careful with that. Be cognizant of the calories that you're putting into your body. It's so much better to grab a protein drink, or to grab a flavored water packet, or to get a coffee substitute, opposed to having a delicious iced coffee from Starbucks, because we're putting those calories into our body and thinking, not really accounting for them. You really have to be aware of the calories that you're putting into your body. Just be really careful and be really cognizant. Track everything that you are putting into your body, and it really helps you to hold yourself accountable, especially if you are doing a calorie limit for your days. I mean, if you are looking at your calorie counter app and you put in an iced coffee from Starbucks and it's 340 calories and you only have 1,200 calories for that day, are you really going to be willing to risk or give up all of your calories for that day on that one coffee? Is it really worth it? To some people it may be, but I don't suggest that you do that, because you need your nutrients, you need your protein, you need your balance of food for that day. Don't allow your liquids to take up so many calories in your daily food intake. Number 4, and this has been the biggest problem with me: eliminate emotional eating and grazing. I have become a grazer. I eat all day long, and I started it when I started this new job that I have. I literally eat all day long, and that is such a bad habit. Do not get into that habit. It's such a hard habit to break. I have began not really emotionally eating, but just grazing, just eating all day long. Grazing is typically mindless. Even though I plan my food, these are foods that I brought throughout the day, or that I meal prepped. I eat on those foods all day long. I don't have a set time that I'm eating my lunch or eating my breakfast. I'm eating these foods that I've meal prepped all day long. Now, typically they're going to be healthier, planned out meals, but I'm eating them all day long. And I just don't feel that that is the best option for me. I feel that I need to have a structured meal time so that I can train my body to not be as hungry or to expect food all day long, because that's where I've gotten to, where my body just expects me to kind of eat all day long. You have to be careful with grazing and emotional eating, because this can cause regain. Once you start grazing and emotional eating, you're opening that door up, because you're using food to cope, or you're using grazing to cope with being bored, and it's just mindless eating. If you find yourself doing that, stop it immediately, so that you don't have to worry about regaining your weight. I'm not trying to regain any weight. I'm trying to lose this last 20 pounds so that I can at least get to my goal weight, or my personal goal weight. Number 5, eat mindfully. Eating mindfully allows you to fully savor the foods that you are eating. Ways that you can eat mindfully are chewing slower, chewing your food thoroughly, 20 to 30 times per bite, paying attention to the flavor and the textures of food, analyzing what the food tastes like in your mouth, and really taking the time to enjoy and dissect what it is that you are putting into your body. Another good way is to put your fork down in between each bite, because mindless eating is a hand-to-mouth pattern that forms when we eat mindlessly. This can happen when you've eaten too much food, or are eating too much food, and you are not really paying attention to your fullness level. You don't want to get to that point where you're mindlessly eating again, because it can cause you to regain. So be mindful of your food, take your time, enjoy your food, savor the food that you're eating, and remember, you are eating to live, not living to eat. Number 6, portion control. Portion control is very, very, very important to weight loss and getting back on track. It is really important that you determine the correct portion sizes for you as a weight loss patient, and it will help you get back on track. Weigh your food. Make sure that you are visually looking at everything that you are putting into your meal prep containers, that you're not overpacking, that you're not piling your plate high. Really do your best to determine how much of each food you are putting on your plate. You don't want to get to a point where you are mindlessly piling your plate high, because it leaves too much food on your plate. Give yourself just enough to have a satiating and fulfilling meal. Not more, not less, just enough. Number 7, make sure that you are drinking your water. Do you find yourself replacing your water with high-calorie beverages? I said the cat. It's definitely coffee. I'm definitely replacing my water with coffee. I am struggling with getting my water down again, and it's because I have fallen into the pattern of drinking. I drink an iced coffee every morning at work. It's delicious. I love it. I love it so much. but I have to get back to getting my 64 or more ounces of water a day. Our bodies need water, and especially after weight loss surgery, it is so easy for you to get dehydrated. It is so easy for your water intake to not be where it's supposed to be. Do what you need to do to ensure that you are getting your water intake at the 64 ounces a day like you are supposed to. Talking to you, Kelsi. Get your water in. Number 8, do not drink with your meals. I was just talking to my significant other about this today. It is so odd, to go to a restaurant and not order a drink when you get there, right? So you're, the waitress or the waiter comes and they're like, "Hi, what can I get you to drink?" And you're like, "Nothing, ma'am." But you're going to have to do it, because if you order a drink, you're going to be tempted to either drink directly before your meal, or you're going to be tempted to take sips during your meal or directly after. And that's a no. You're not supposed to do that. You have to know you cannot drink 30 minutes prior or after your meal. Think of your tool as a funnel. When you eat, your food is at the bottom of the funnel, which causes that satiation. You are good to go. You don't need anything else to eat. If you choose to drink while you eat, it will, stretch out that tool, number 1. And then number 2, it's going to flush that food through your pouch, and it's going to make you get hungrier quicker. So that feeling of satiation is gone, which can cause regain. So don't drink and eat. Don't drink 30 minutes prior to your meal, and don't drink 30 minutes after your meal. Get back to doing that. Get back to being more consistent with that. Don't do it at all. Drink as much as you can throughout the day, but during mealtime, don't do it, okay? Number 9, exercise and stay active. Exercising is such an important component to a healthy body. It is so important to weight loss patients to continue working out after their surgery. It helps boost your self-esteem. It makes you feel better. It helps you lose that little bit of weight you're wanting to lose. It burns calories. It's really, really, really important that you do this. Be consistent and steadfast. Get up, get out, and get moving, okay? Number 10, vitamin supplement and lab testing requirements. It is important that you, as a bariatric patient, continue to take your vitamins daily after you have your surgery for the rest of your life. If you do not take them, it can cause a vitamin deficiency. It can cause prolonged problems. You could be struggling with issues of vitamin deficiency and not even know. If you haven't been to your surgeon after your surgery for your follow-up appointments, get on it. Call them tomorrow or whenever you can to make your appointment so that you are kept up to speed of what's going on with your body. Do not neglect your body. You got this tool. You had the surgery. Do what you need to do to make sure that everything is running the way that it should be. Something could be off and you don't even know. But take the time to honor your body and do the right thing. It is important. If you're not taking your vitamins, I need you to wake up and take your vitamins. I have some special coupon codes for you guys. They may, they're not going to get them to you for free, but they can help you get, vitamins at a better price with Berry Melts. And they're really easy. They're really easy to take. They're really, really, really good. And it's worth it. You guys, do not neglect your body. Take your vitamins. Get your lab work done. Go to your doctor's visits. Stop not going to your doctor's visits, because I know there's people out there. You guys are not going to see your doctor the way you should be. The same way that you went to see your doctor every month prior to your surgery because you wanted to be approved for your surgery, you need to do that the same way after your surgery. It's just as important. Trust me. Number 11, sleep. It's recommended that adults get at least 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night. I know, right? Who getting that many hours? I'm just saying. That's what's recommended. When you're tired, fatigued, or don't get the sleep that you need, you're more likely to make impulsive and irrational decisions, especially when it comes to food. When you're rested and you're re-energized, you're more apt to be more active, make better choices, and you'll feel better overall. More than likely, you will reach for healthy foods opposed to fast foods because you won't be looking for things to comfort you. If you're struggling on your sleep, get your sleep. That may be a reason why you're off track. Number 12, go back to logging your foods again. If you're like me, I've been eating the same things for so long, the same portion sizes, the same amounts, that I'm like, you know what? I don't need to log my food anymore. I don't need to write down what I'm eating anymore. But you do. Do you know why you need to write down what you're eating? It helps you to remain accountable. It helps to make you aware of the calories that you're putting into your body. If you're not writing it down, it's like don't ask, don't tell. If you choose to eat a bag of chips, that's 380 calories that, out of the 1,200 that you're supposed to eat for the day that are gone, that you don't account for, that you don't hold yourself accountable for because you're not writing it down. Go back to logging your food choices. Go back to logging what you're eating every day, and it will definitely help you get back on track because it's going to be like, You can't eat that. If you eat that, you're not going to be able to eat dinner. You don't want to not eat dinner before you go to bed, right? So be more responsible with your choices. Log your foods, and it will help you to be accountable and honest and really help to put you back on track. At least it does with me. Number 13, be active within the bariatric community. When you are active within the bariatric community, you are not only giving support to other people, you are helping to support yourself. Seeing other people's successes and their struggles help you to know that you're not alone and that you're not just some weird, odd, random case of failure that needs to get back on track. Know that there's other people who are struggling with being on track and losing their way, and that's okay. It happens to the best of us. But all you have to do is snap it back into place. We have a tool that's going to be there for the rest of our lives, and all we have to do is utilize that tool. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun, but you can do it. And there's other people who are doing it as well. Number 14, attend support group meetings. Typically, support group meetings are comprised of other weight loss surgery patients. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's procedure story is different. Everybody's pre-op diet story is different. But it's so good to talk to other people who have been through the same thing as you and understand the feelings, the emotions, and the struggles that you're having. We all share the experience of having a weight loss surgery, being morbidly obese, the emotions that come with losing the weight and no longer being considered morbidly obese, you know, the struggles that we have with significant others and children and food addiction and falling off track and not being able to drink water and constipation and hair loss and feeling less than. We all go through that. And so if you're able to attend a support group meeting, whether it be virtual or in person, it can really help to boost your stance on yourself and your situation, because you never know. You could be struggling and it could be hindering your weight loss. And I would hate for you to have to struggle alone, because we are all in this together. Different ways of getting there, but we're all headed to the same destination, a healthier and happier life. And if you can talk to other people who are going through it and who are going to be there for you, I recommend it. So check them out. You never know. You never know. Just saying. Number 15, create small, achievable, realistic goals. And I know that that's kind of like, well, what do you mean a realistic goal? Losing, 7 pounds in a week may not be realistic at your point in the weight loss surgery game. It may not be, something that you can achieve. Set it a little bit lower. Okay, well, my goal this week is to lose 3 pounds. Or my goal this week is to lose 2 pounds. And so if you lose more than that, you're not disappointed. Set reasonable and realistic goals so that you can get back on track. Because once you start getting a repeated, cycle of doing well and meeting those goals, you're less likely to fall off track, if that makes any sense. You're less likely to, give up if you are doing well. If you're meeting your goals, you're less likely to be like, this is it. This is for nothing. I don't want to do this anymore. Put yourself right back in the game. Be your own motivator. Give yourself real goals that you can actually meet. And I'm not saying easy goals, because 2 pounds a week when you hit your year mark is not going to be easy. The weight isn't just falling off anymore. At that point, you're back into the normal swing of things. You're pretty much eating what you want to, or, for the most part. So you have to be accountable. You have to work to get it. It's not an easy goal, but it is attainable and it is doable. So give yourself the ability to meet that goal. And so then you'll have a higher success rate. You'll have a higher chance of sticking to your plans because you know that you can do it. I have faith in you. Last but not least, number 16, keep your head in the game. Getting back on track is all in the mindset. All the 15 previous things that I've given you, they're fine and dandy. But if you don't have your mind set to where you want to go, where you are going, you want to meet your goal, there's nothing that I or anybody else can tell you. You have to commit to making the change again. You have to commit. The same way that you committed to having the surgery, and you committed to losing your first 100 pounds, and you committed to changing your life, and you committed to not eating bread for a year, or drinking soda, or eating candy, or whatever, or drinking when you're eating, you still have to commit. Again, you have to recommit yourself to your tool and to your progression. Being on track is not a diet. It is a lifestyle. If you mess up, or tomorrow, you choose, I'm on track and I'm going to do everything I need to do, but you eat something that you're not supposed to eat, don't let that one thing throw you off. Just continue on, push on through. Don't allow that moment of weakness to determine the rest of you getting back on track. It's so important that you tailor your mind to understand this is a lifestyle change. I have to get this done. I'm going to get this done. I'm committing to myself, my tool, and my body again. I have a goal to meet. I'm going to meet it. I don't care what anybody says. I am proud of myself. I have done wonderfully, but I'm going to meet my goal. I'm going to do it. Keeping your head on straight during this time of reset and recharging and reconnecting to your purpose is really going to help keep you on the right path. It's going to help to keep you focused and keep you headed in the right direction. I hope you guys are able to take something from the 16 tips that I have given you. I hope that you are able to get back on track if you have fallen off the track. And I hope that we are able to meet our weight loss goals here. I know I have 20 pounds to lose, and I am going to fight tooth and nail because I am going to do it. I have told myself that if I lose 20 pounds, I'm taking my ass to Six Flags. I'm going to ride a roller coaster because I have not comfortably ridden a roller coaster in probably 15 years. Okay? So I'm going to do it. Okay? I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep you guys updated. That's why I haven't done a weigh-in, because my weight's been kind of bouncing back and forth between 216 and 220. I've just been, you know, grazing and flazing, grazing and flazing, grazing and flazing. And I just, you know, I want to get to where I am at least. I can hit 199.9 and I will be happy. I have 20 pounds to lose, y'all. Send me some good vibes. Send me some positivity. I've worked so hard to get to where I am, and I cannot give up now. I cannot give up now. I refuse to give up now. I refuse to let my food addiction and any of the other struggles that I have keep me from meeting the goal that I deserve to meet. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else on the YouTube planet, but you chose to be here with me. I love you guys to the moon and back. If you haven't and would like to be, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It keeps me in the algorithm and it lets me know you like my videos. Also, join me over on my Facebook group, One Bite at a Time. It's a safe, and positive place to talk about hard things. Not just weight loss related, but in regards to anything. Anything. You can ask me anything you want, because everybody is great there and we all talk about good stuff, okay? We are good to each other. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I've already talked my mouth dry. Gotta go get something to drink. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Be good to each other, but most importantly, be good to yourself. I love you to the moon and back. Bye.